moment. What a celebration. Tonight we gather here with excitement, pride, purpose as we officially open the yamacraw constituency office where the people will have a voice and a home. We are truly proudly honored the presence of our nation's leader, the Right Honorable the Philip Edward Davis, Prime Minister of the Commonwealth Bahamas. Sir, we thank you. And now, yamacraw, help me celebrate our very own, the people man for the people, the Member of Parliament, the Honorable Zian Liborn. To the other members of Parliament, our stalwart councillors, the President of Party, family, friends, supporters, and most importantly, you beautiful people of yamacraw. Welcome! Tonight is not just about opening doors, it's about opening opportunities, building stronger connections, moving this community forward and together. This office represents access, action, and accountability. yamacraw, our future is looking mighty bright. So get comfortable, feel the energy, celebrate the moment, and let's make this night remembered. Welcome yamacraw and 2 Street PLP.
All the way.
2 Street.
All the way.
Okay, it is my honor to be your mistress of ceremony in this historic occasion. Good evening once again. We would like to say to our distinguished guests, the Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas and our leader, all of our members of Parliament, and our representative, Saint Lightburn. Let's hear it for them. yamacraw, are you ready?
Yes.
yamacraw, are you ready?
Yes. Ready.
I can't hear you, yamacraw. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready to choose progress? Are you ready to choose Saint Lightburn? What are we gonna do, Lightburn? What are we gonna do, yamacraw? We're gonna remain?
Let's see.
We're gonna remain?
Let's see.
We're gonna remain?
Let's see.
We are choosing?
Progress.
We are choosing?
Progress.
Okay. Right now, we'll bring our campaign manager who's gonna say a word.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night.
I won't be long because my minister is long-winded as well. But I want to recognize our Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Brave Davis,
Man.
and the Honorable PA Takeda Glover Rowell. Hope I get that right. And last but not least, the Honorable Jobette Colby Davis. Now, let me tell you a little story before I get to the man of business. Mr. Grimes, I gotta say this, I can't let it go. But I was Grimes' runner when I was about 7 years old.
Talk it.
And today, I am still a PLP, and he can vouch for me.
Yes.
But ladies and gents, I want to tell you, great constituents of yamacraw, to please get registered. Tell your friend, tell your neighbors, lock your children out if they don't vote PLP. Let them vote progress, the way forward. And last but not least, to my team that supported me, most of them are at the back.
Yes,
The
yes.
great team, united and dedicated.
Yes.
The Z team.
City. As us.
And we have turned yamacraw into Z-Town.
Yes.
And it's going to remain that way for a while. So last but not least, I know that my man of business, the Honorable Zian Liborn, will be after me to speak, and he's very long-winded, so I wouldn't keep you guys. And as the campaign manager, I have a big job, so I got to get to the phone and do some more work.
Yes.
But I just want to encourage each and every one of you, far, near, and wide, everybody, we're not going to leave any stones unturned.
Yes.
We're going to check the doghouse.
Yes.
We're going to check the lakes. Because they got people living on the lakes too in their Bahamians.
Yes.
We're going to check everywhere and make sure they are registered.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, we're going to come out on top.
Yes.
Vote progress, PLP.
All the
All the way.
All the way.
PLP, PLP,
All the way.
choose.
Progress.
We are choosing.
Progress.
All right. Sound like we're on the right track here. Tonight, this is not just about an opening. This is about a future. Tonight, candidate matters. And we have had the best candidate here in the yamacraw constituency.
Say it again.
This candidate has been working. Some days I wonder if he can make everything because there's something back to back to back. And he is always present, smiling, and full of energy. So yamacraw is going to remain.
Let's see it.
We're going to remain.
Let's see it.
I can't hear you. We're going to remain.
Let's see it.
All right, because we are choosing progress.
Progress.
And ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome our candidate, our member of parliament, our representative, Minister Zane Enrico Blackburn.
Oh, PLP. PLP. No other way. No way. No other way. Honorable Prime Minister, allow me to stand on the established protocol and welcome the yamacraw. I would like to acknowledge this time also my wife Candace and my son Xander. Give them a round of applause. They don't see me much these days. So I'm happy that they joined me tonight. I tell them I have to be beating the streets. So I would also like to welcome my cabinet colleagues. I have the Honorable Pia Glover Rowell, the Honorable Jobert Colby Davis would have visited. I think she has another function also. And I would also like to welcome a trustee, Mr. Valentine Grimes. I'd like to welcome all of our stalwarts here tonight. Any stalwarts in the building? Yeah! I'd like to welcome PLPs here tonight. Any PLPs? My daughter Zoe, I have to say I know is on camera, so if I don't say we miss you there, I know you have to be someplace else. So Xander's represent for both of you. I'd like to recognize yamacraw, my whole yamacraw team. See, stand up, let me see you. Branch members led by Daniel Thompson. The whole yamacraw team, see, stand up and wave, let them see you. Make some noise. Make some noise. This is the two straight yamacraw team.
To the classroom, everybody talking lousy.
This is the two straight yamacraw team.
Grandma dancing by the sea. Little mama drunk in the t-shirt. Stand on the wall so clean. When they call that roll.
You know what that means.
You see, the way we see. Where you fly? Oh, the way we see.
All right.
Where you
All
fly?
right, we can turn it up in a minute. Former member of parliament, my good cousin, I see him here, the Honorable Tony Miller. This Tehran Miller. Tehran is the real member of parliament now, because Tehran don't miss a beat. I am so elated to stand here and to have been chosen by your Honorable Prime Minister and the Candidates Committee as your standard bearer for yamacraw. Tonight is about more than just a building. Tonight is about helping people, about changing lives, about causing people to realize their dreams and aspirations. Everyone welcome here on these grounds. This is welcome grounds for you. It has been blessed. Mother Roka did a prayer that if I was the one that used to answer prayers, I ain't even close to that. But I would say yes. Everything that she said was right on point. I thank the Prime Minister for making his presence felt in this country, because I can tell you there's been no other PM in this Caribbean, on this part of the world.
Yes!
And like our PM,
Yes!
Prime Minister, I'm so proud. I'm so proud. I think that that is the inspiration for all of us, because we have a hard-working man here. PM, I don't know if you traveled back today. I know you do at least 3 or 4 islands the last 2 days. I don't know how he does it. I want to know what he's taking, because I want some of that. There's no way in the world. Prime Minister, with the energy that you have and the love for the people, God has blessed you with energy, and I want to say I am grateful to serve under you, sir.
Yes! One leader!
When we came into Yamacraw and 4 years plus, Yamacraw had a lot of difficulties. See, I live in my community. The other person only visit here.
That's right.
I knew about the blackouts, and not because there was any problems with BPL. He didn't care to turn people lights on,
Right.
or the hustle to get BPL to at least get your light on your corner. I knew about how the place was littered with garbage all over the place, and it's all of us who can cause this a change. However, he has a duty to have done his work, and we were in a state of neglect. But I don't talk too much about him, because we got rid of him. And I heard he is back to ask you to give him a second chance to do nothing. And I said no to that, because Yamacraw will remain with Zen. You see, first of all, they have a weak leader. I ain't gonna take no shots, but that's just the facts. Pound for pound, their leader can't carry our leader's shoes to the gym. And I can tell you that when it comes to decorum, when it comes to his stance internationally on the world stage to represent small island development states in this country, when it comes to reaching out to the poor, to making brave choices, standing up to the Port Authority, when it comes to touching the lives among us, the least among us, and using his God-given talent and position to cause this country to progress. When we say choose progress, it's not a slogan, it's not a gimmick, and that's why it's not vague.
Truth.
We want to move forward because the evidence is in the numbers. The evidence is in the lives who are excited to vote PLP,
Yeah.
even if they was voting something else last time, because of the type of talent our leader have and a talented group of members of parliament. Give it up for Team PLP and your Prime Minister. When the Prime Minister asked me a few months ago, after the passing of our brother, Vaughn Miller, God rest his soul, you know, he was my cousin. He was a family member. He was a party member, and he cared about this country.
Man.
I was honored to take up the mantle because the Prime Minister was not automatic. He did not have to choose me. And he saw something, and I am grateful for that. And so what I did with that portfolio of Minister Environment, I wanted to reflect his desires that are laid out in our desires in the blueprint for change, right here in Yamacraw. And that's why we created the transfer station. That's why we created entrepreneurial opportunities with our farmers market that see 21 business owners, every farmers market able to sell what they have at Showcase. That's why the building that we're gonna cut the ribbon to is fully solar. Yes. We on BPL because of law, because of the percentage. But the building is fully powered by solar. I want to recognize Ms. Val Pacetti, who would have assisted in helping that happen, to see my vision in terms of getting the interior of the building ready.
Yes.
And the exterior was all Team Z. So, my campaign manager has already accused me of being long-winded. And so I am not going to be long-winded tonight. I am just excited I am just excited. I am just excited. I can feel it. The house was paroled today, and every time I answer my phone, someone on the next line say too straight. Someone on the next line say PLP. Someone on the next line say I was over there, but now you're over here. Someone over there say I'm for Team Z. Someone over there say I'm for Golden Gates. Someone over there say Cal Island is rocking. Someone over there say Grand Bahama is back. And I say, on this day, Yamacraw will be PLP all the way. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we dedicate this building, I recognize, as we would have started, Almighty God for causing us to be here. Amen. And I hope that it's able to serve the people of this community in a way that would cause them to continue to remain with Zane and the PLP. Yes! I want you to understand that the blood, sweat, and tears that went into this organization, all the organizers, I want you to understand that that was dedication. I didn't have to pull a bunch of money out of my pocket to do anything. People came forward. Furniture, they say you need that, we got that. You need some decorations, we got that. When people love you, they will work with you and cause things to happen to you. And I love you all, Yamacraw, I love you dearly. Love you too. And that's why I didn't disappoint. That's why I worked hard. And we have work to do. We're going to knock on every door. Every door. We're going to make sure that those who don't know, they know. Those who do not know, at the end of the day, we have chosen progress, and the Bahamas, this entire country, will remain PLP. 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 PLP.
All the way we see. Come on, wave your flag, all the way we see. Wave your flag. Come on, Yamacraw. Come on, Yamacraw. Drums and conch sound. They like walk through the crowd now. Every voice get loud. From Yamacraw straight to the distance. People shout with crowd. You can feel that walking.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, when we get a caring leader, he chooses caring candidates. Young, lively, sick, shut-in, bereaved group. And we go out and check on all of our persons who are sick and who are shut-in, and we give them as much aid as we possibly can. And if we have not reached you, please reach out to us. It's just because we don't know. So you can contact our office, and the number is 1738. 676-1738. Okay? So if we haven't reached you, reach out to us. And to show you what we do here in Yamacraw, we have a presentation tonight. We are going to present this wheelchair, brand new wheelchair, right out of the rock, to Mr. Prince Lyndon Phillip. Minister.
Ladies and gentlemen, I read what the PLP do for me. They're trying to help me, and in a bad condition. So all I want is help from the public. And I appreciate they've been deceived. Amen. This year. And God will be with them and bless them. Amen.
As he speaks to the Prime Minister, I just want to say that if anyone, you probably know his situation, right? You're probably seeing Prince going from Seagrave Shopping Plaza through Nassau East Boulevard. And if you look at the wheelchair that he have and the seats and the wheels and everything, it's difficult to move. I would have never agreed to this. He agreed that he wanted his chair presented here today. I saw him and I said, we have something for you. And he wanted the presentation. I said, Prime Minister will be here. And he said, yes, I will be there because I wanted, I do not mind at all, my presentation there today. And that's why he's here tonight. And I want to just say that this is what God has put us here to do. All right? So at the end of the day, this is what it's all about.
Let's then move. She's gone.
Watch him go, y'all. Watch him go. This is what we do in yamacraw. We care.
Let's then move. She said, come here, let me show you how we does go. But when you come to West, then you might be the
We do more in yamacraw. We do more. Like yamacraw, I can't hear you. We do more.
More in yamacraw.
Say it again.
We do more in yamacraw.
Let-
We do more in yamacraw.
That's why we're gonna remain.
Good say.
Remain.
Good say.
Remain.
Good say.
We are choosing
Progress.
We are choosing
Progress.
And we are voting PLP all the way. Yamacraw. Yes. This is the moment. Yes. Because leadership defines direction.
Yes, great leader.
This is a leader who stands with the people.
Yes.
The most gentle leader, but the strongest man. This leader will sit in your kitchen, and this leader will walk with the king and the queen. This leader speaks to everyone. Nobody is beneath him. This leader grew up in Cat Island.
Yes.
And he knows what it is to go to the field.
Yes.
He knows what it is to go get the banana and the cassava and all that stuff and have a good boil. And he also knows how to eat steak and lobster. And he never lose his common touch. And who could say that they ever could find a better leader?
That's right.
We can see by the candidates that he put out.
That's right.
He know leaders when he see leaders right here.
One leader.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome
One leader.
our leader of the Progressive Liberal Party, our Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, Jenna Edward
One leader.
David. Let's hear it,
One leader. One leader.
PLPs!
All the way.
PLPs!
All the way.
Oh, it's good to be in yamacraw.
Yeah. That's right, Chief. That's right, Chief.
And from what I can see and how I feeling, yamacraw will remain with Zane.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh boy. PLPs now. Last week I was talking about the election watch. We're now on election warning. The hurricane is here. And it's very near.
Speak, Chief.
It's not that far away. So now we are talking about the election warning. Now, want to hear me? I want you to hear me well tonight. We are again on the election warning here in yamacraw. This is the hour for discipline.
Yes.
This is the hour for urgency.
Yes.
This is the hour for all hands on deck. You know, elections are won by the side that stays sharp.
Yes.
The side that stays focused. The side that stays hungry. Right through to the final vote. So tonight as we gather for a man who understands service, who understands sacrifice,
Yes.
and understands that the daily lives of Bahamian families, he understands. Tonight, we also gather for a man who came into public life through hard work. He wasn't just plucked up from anywhere.
No.
He came into public life through hard work. A man who built his name by helping people,
Yes.
by standing by workers and with workers, by serving children,
Yes.
and by giving his energy to this country.
That's right.
That man is Zane Enrico Lighton. He is a teacher by training. He served in the classrooms. He earned respect as a union man, as a negotiator, and as a voice for teachers and working people. Long before he entered Parliament, he already understood what pressure feels like, what responsibility feels like, and what it means to carry the concerns of ordinary people. A man shaped by that kind of life brings a deeper seriousness to public service. Yamacraw, you know that's what Zane is all about. When he speaks about schools, he speaks from lived experience. When he speaks about children, he speaks from lived experience.
Right.
When he speaks about workers, he speaks from lived experience. When he speaks about discipline, standards, and opportunity, he speaks from his lived experience. That is why he fits this moment. That is why he fits this constituency. That is why the Progressive Liberal Party is proud to stand with him. Yamacraw deserves a representative who understands people. Yamacraw deserves a representative who seeks public office as a place for service and action. Yamacraw deserves a representative who knows how to sit at the table, make the case, press for results, and keep pressing until the work is done. Zane Lightman has shown that kind of character. Now let us speak about the choice before the Bahamian people.
Tell him, BM. Tell him.
This election is a choice between two parties and two records. It is a choice between confusion and stability,
Tell him.
and stability and steady hands. It is a choice between a party that asks people to forget and a party that asks people to judge, and to judge us, in particular, by what we have done. The FNM had their chance, you know, and guess what they did? They froze annual increments. They left many workers carrying strain and uncertainty. They governed in a way that left too many Bahamians feeling unseen and unheard. PLP came to office and moved to restore dignity to working people. And we restored our annual increments. We raised the minimum wage. We signed labor agreements. We gave public servants a government that respects their value. That is the contrast. And we don't review, stop and cancel. See, now when we were telling them that during the course of the last 3 years, that when they come in, they're gonna review and stop and they can cancel, because that's their modus operandi. They keep jumping up saying that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. Well, today, what did Radiant Science reveal? Very same thing. We can stop. We can stop, and we can review the hospital, and we can stop building. A hospital that is needed today to supplement and complement a hospital that was built from the 1950s for a population of just over 100,000 and a more healthy population at that time. But that's what you say. I don't have to say it anymore. We don't have to listen to him anymore. We know what they're going to do. And as I said, that's the contrast. We have for them, they talk. This election is also about the future. That the future that we want for our children. Do we want a Bahamas where a child's future is shaped by limits, by narrow access, and by closed doors? Or do we want a Bahamas where government helps open doors, widen opportunity, and create a fair shot for every child and every family? The Progressive Liberal Party believes in opening doors. We believe a child deserves support. We believe a young person deserves a path into skills and work. We believe families deserve a government that sees them and stands with them. That is why our record matters. We expanded support for workers. We widened access to training. We backed young people with programs that help prepare them for life and work. We strengthened the school breakfast program so children could start the day with greater support.
Yes.
We have worked to create a country where dignity, opportunity, and fairness reach deeper into people's daily lives. Our Minister of Public Service, who sits here with us,
Amen.
Minister Peter Greenwald,
Wonderful.
has the apprenticeship program, right, that is taking young people
Good minister.
and training them in the fields which they would desire to be successful.
Yes, sir.
And we are helping by paying part of their salaries wherever we train them. And that's the kind of work and kind of opportunity and access that this government is doing. And I tell you something else. When we have worked, and as I said, we have worked in this country where dignity now and opportunity now and fairness now reaches deeper into the people's daily lives. I point that out because that is what progress looks like. That is what this movement is fighting to protect. And when you send Zane Lightburn back,
That's right.
and when yamacraw remain the same,
Yes.
you are sending back a man
Yes.
whose lifelines,
Yes.
his life lines up with that vision and that mission. You are sending back a man who believes people rise when government opens the gates
That's right.
and doors and gives them a real chance.
That's right.
You're sending back a man who understands that public life
Yes.
is about lifting people up,
Yes.
building confidence,
Yes.
and helping communities move forward.
Yes.
So hear me, PLPs. I said it at the start, and I'll say it again. We are on election morning.
Yes.
Let us get people registered. Let us get people transferred.
Yes.
This is no time to drift. This is no time to slow down or slacking up, as we say.
Sir, we will take.
This is no time to watch from the sidelines.
Sir.
Victory is earned.
Yes.
Victory is organized. Victory is built. Victory is built house by house, block by block, voter by voter.
Yes, sir.
Strong energy in the room must become structure on the ground.
Yes, sir.
So all the energy I see here tonight, we must put this energy in structure on the ground.
Yes, sir.
Applause alone wins nothing. Passion alone wins nothing. Speeches alone win nothing. Work wins. Organization wins election. Discipline wins election. Yamacraw has always had fighters. Take it to your neighbors, and when you go, tell them about Zane Lightburn, and let them know that from what you see, Yamacraw is remaining with Zane. Tell them he is a teacher. Tell them he is a union man.
Yes.
Tell them he is your neighbor
Yes.
and a neighbor.
Yes.
Tell them he is a worker.
Yes.
Tell them he knows what it means to stand with ordinary people.
Yes.
Tell them he knows what it means to serve.
Yes.
Tell them he knows yamacraw
Yes, sir.
and that the choice is clear.
Yes, sir.
The FNM had their turn. The PLP is moving this country forward.
Yes, sir.
And in yamacraw, that future has a name. And that name is Zane Lightburn. So stay on election warning. Stay ready. Stay disciplined. Stay moving. And then, the bell is coming now. It's being shined up. It ain't long now. And so you don't get confused. What we did today was to prorogue the House. So everyone now has an opportunity to go and ensure that they get themselves ready before that bell is ringed. But when the bell rings, registration stops.
Yes.
So look out. So each and every one of you, just make sure that your brother, your sister, your children, your mother and your father, they either registered or transferred where they belong. So don't forget, that's all we did was prorogue the House. We did not dissolve the House.
Thank you, sir.
And so get out there and register.
Register.
So I want y'all to stay Stay right now on election morning. Stay ready. Stay disciplined. Stay moving. And when the day comes, let us send Zane Lightman back to Parliament. Let us send him back with strength, with pride, and a victory built by organized people who refuse to ease up before the job was done. So let's choose progress. Let's choose service. Zane Lightman is a man of service. Choose the Progressive Party, and you choose the man Zane Lightman. The PLPs! PLPs! God bless you. God bless Yamacraw. Thank you very much.
Come on! Wave your flag all the way to the sea. Wave your flag. Flag and easy. Come on, wave your flag. Come on, all the way to the sea.
This evening to give this vote of thanks. First of all, Mr. Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Brave Davis, we appreciate your attendance here today, and we want to give you an assurance, sir, that the tsunami will begin in Yamacraw. As I promised you 2 years ago, we will bring this young man home. Okay? We'll bring him home another time. We'll bring him again. So rest assured, we're going to do this what we have to do.
One more time.
Honorable Minister Pierre Glover, we thank you for your presence here, and it shows the importance you see in your colleague, Zane Lightburn. We recognize and appreciate the other colleague who left earlier, Sister Jobeth, Honorable Jobeth Colby Davis. We recognize and appreciate the presence of our party trustee, Valentine Grind. And whether you realize it or not, Valentine Grind is Yamacraw. So we didn't have to borrow him, he is Yamacraw. He's a part of us, always in the background, providing advice and giving those critical, sometimes very critical, but trying to ensure that we do things right. I'd like to also thank for the introduction and the welcome by Veronique Adderley, one of our youth, in fact, our young youth leader in our executive.
That's right.
Yamacraw is very diverse, and thank you so much, Veronique. Our chairman, you saw our dynamic chairman.
Yes.
Brian Cartwright. You saw him. We got some stuff happening in Yamacraw, and he's also assisted by our great sister Manasseh Deems. We thank them because they were involved in preparing for this event. We also recognize the former parliamentarian, Mr. Tony Miller, for his presence to be a part of this event. We recognize the contractors who were involved in making this happen, those who played a role in the background, all the staff in the branch, and the Yamacraw branch of the PLP. Oh, please stand. Yamacraw branch. Let's shout Yamacraw. Let's shout Yamacraw. And then we have another very critical group of persons, our stalwart councillors. We thank you for your guidance. We thank you for your contribution. And let me say to you, what you see here tonight is a combination. I know the Prime Minister speaks about the importance of it, not just for shouting and making noise, it's about going on the ground. And you see these folks here? They beat that ground Monday to Thursday and all day Saturday. Mr. Prime Minister, we are beating the ground. Okay? We are doing our work. And what you see here tonight is a combination of the branch, the campaign team. We work together.
Yes.
And that's how we're getting things done in Yamacraw. And so, thank you all for your contribution. Thank you all. Also, I noticed earlier we had some representatives from some of the other constituencies, Seabreeze and the others. We are grateful. We also have the chairman of the women's branch of the PLP, Sister Small. Where is she? Calvania, there you are. Great to have you. She's always there with us on special events, supporting us. And it is because of you, the residents, the voters in Yamacraw. We are doing this because of you. The Prime Minister sent us the best, the strongest, the hardest, wakingest, as we say in Bohemian parlance. Okay? A wakeaholic, a hardest, wakingest. Right? That's what they sent us. Candace, I'm so thankful. Please understand, yes, we overdo it. We take him for a lot, but we know you're there in the background providing support to this work in Yamacraw. And also, I apologize to Xander and your sister, but that's how it goes. So we thank you all for being here tonight and to celebrate the opening of this headquarters. PLP! All the way! PLP! All the way! TLP! No other way!
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. We'll now proceed to the cutting of the ribbon. Thank you.